This is the oldest trick in the book in investing, right? If you want to buy something in size, like if you are Julian Robertson wanting to buy a lot of copper, or George Soros wanting to buy a lot of the pound, you don't go buy it and then tell everybody, I just bought some. Don't you want to be like me? No. You short it and you spread rumors that it's the worst thing you've ever seen and that no one would ever want to buy it. And you crash the price so you can buy more.
It has been 10 days since BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager, applied for a spot Bitcoin ETF with the SEC. Given BlackRock's reputation with regulators and the timing of the application following the SEC's lawsuits against Binance and Coinbase, prominent members of the Bitcoin community expressed their skepticism. Matt Hogan, the chief investment officer of Bitwise Asset Management, predicted a future where cryptocurrencies would be more influenced by BlackRock than traditional finance. Bitcoin podcaster and author, Preston P. Weiss took to Twitter, alleging that the involvement of Wall Street giants like BlackRock, Citadel, and Charles Schwab, alongside the SEC actions, was an inside job. This sentiment resonated with over 16,000 Twitter users who liked his tweet, suggesting that the past year was orchestrated to suppress crypto asset prices before Wall Street's entry. In a recent interview with the 3-2 Warrior Academy, hedge fund manager Mark Yusko critically assessed the situation and its implications for the cryptocurrency industry. Yusko, who previously argued that the FTX Alameda collapse was orchestrated by regulators and traditional finance giants, believes that BlackRock's ETF application is one of the final moves in a larger strategy. According to Yusko, Wall Street giants are employing a playbook similar to what they use for gold to delay the inevitable replacement of their trusted system with cryptocurrencies. Yusko's delayed expert analysis sheds light on the subject, prompting further examination.
Please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to drop your comment and observations in the comment section below. Thanks and enjoy the video.
Everyone who is a big investor has been using this trick forever. And look, I'm unabashed about this. I guarantee you that Operation Choke Point 2.0 is real. Yep. I guarantee you that this is a very large, very well planned, very well executed and orchestrated decision by the club to crash the price and allow them to delay the inevitable replacement of the trust industry with truth. Full stop. It's all a big plan. And my belief, right, is that Sam and Caroline were they were pawns. They were the useful idiots. They were not the masterminds. They were not the execute. They were pawns, like the Manchurian Candidate, minus the chip, of a very large game by the very, very largest organizations in the world to take control. But here's the thing. You've heard me say, 2009 to 15 was the first they ignore you phase. Bunch of nerds and geeks playing with your magic internet money. 16 to 21, then they laugh at you. God, look at you idiots playing with this stupid stuff, magic internet money, whatever. 2022 to 2027, then they fight you. Y'all took $100 billion out of my bank. That pisses me off, and you're going to pay. And so, $1 billion went into Celsius and Voyager and BlockFi. Who gives a shit? $100 billion? Now we got a fucking problem. You need to be shut down, and you need to be shut down, and you need to be shut down. And so, but here's the thing. If you're here, we've already won. We've already won. That's the cool part. The inevitability of decentralization, the inevitability of crypto, the inevitability of Bitcoin, the inevitability of a decentralized world, it's happening. And they can fight it all they want, but they're going to lose. Now, can they make our life miserable in the short run? Sure. Imagine being a wealthy person on April 5th, 1933. You had a bunch of gold bars in your vault, and you were deemed a criminal. Executive Order 6102, you're a criminal. Johnny, that gold you're a criminal. You got to give it, you got to forfeit your gold to us, or we're going to arrest you. Did Johnny give him all his gold? Hell no. But he did live in fear that someone was going to show up at his door, with a gun even, and take the gold. So that's probably going to happen again. It's kind of happening now, but I think we're in a better place because collectively the communities that we're all part of are more powerful, they're more well distributed, and they're global. Look, 40% of the people in this world don't have a bank account. 40% of the adults on this planet do not have a bank account. We can help them. We can give them financial services through digital assets. And I want to be involved in, as I said, the ABCDs of the digital age: AI, blockchain, chips, and data. And investing in those things is amazing. And it literally is changing the world, and it's changing things for the better. And that's cool, and that's good. And that's why technology and innovation are my lifeblood, right? Innovation is an asset class. It creates all the other things that we all think of as assets: stocks, bonds, currencies, and commodities.
As Yusko elucidates, there is immense potential for positive change in the world if the truth system prevails over the trust system, which has primarily favored the top 1%. This elite minority retains trillions of dollars annually, leaving meager remnants for the rest of society. Whenever an industry emerges that can challenge this status quo, they quickly seize control and drive it into the ground. In an interview with Barricade, Yusko explains that the allegations of money laundering against the cryptocurrency industry are merely tactics to suppress prices and pave the way for the entry of Wall Street giants. He believes that the same playbook used to manipulate the gold market is now being applied by this group of individuals. Stay tuned for more insightful clips from the interview.
The gold ETF took 3.5 years to get approved.
Wow.
3.5 years. Why? Because Jamie Dimon said no.
You're right.
Jamie's like, no freaking way are you having a gold ETF until I am fully short.
Exactly.
So I will get fully short. In fact, they were, if you go through the JP Morgan documents from the global financial crisis, they were short 2 times the world's supply of gold. Because the futures market allows you to short paper commodities. That's why when you want to manipulate something, you create a futures market. That's why oil prices are manipulated. It's why gold prices are manipulated. JP Morgan pays $1 billion just about every year for spoofing the gold market.
Fines.
Well, wait a minute. How do they do it? And they don't have to admit they're guilty. They don't have to admit guilt.
Nope.
And they always say, but we made $20 billion, so it's just a cost of doing business, 5%. So what happened was JP Morgan got short. Like, okay, now you can open up the ETF to take the long side of our shorts. And boom, gold goes up. And then everybody jumped in, John Paulson and all these others denominated all their stuff in gold. And then what's happened since? JP Morgan went back to spoofing it. So look, it's not a coincidence that the bear market in 2017 started the day of the creation of the Bitcoin futures ETF. It is not a coincidence that the day of the bear market in 2021 started with the approval of the Bitcoin futures ETF. Those are not coincidences. What those 2 events allowed was JP Morgan and BlackRock and et cetera to go short the shit out of those markets to depress the prices so they could buy. And yes, Larry Fink et al. Said that crypto is used by money launderers and terrorists. Why did they say that? I used to laugh at them. And I was like, oh, wait a minute. I didn't realize they had inside information because they are the ones doing the money laundering, right? The government sends the money to Ukraine. Ukraine sends it to FTX. And here's the crazy thing. It's on chain. Like in the old days, I want to buy off Johnny. I meet him in the park. I bring my backpack. I set it down next to him. I walk away. He's like, Mark, your backpack. And I just keep walking. He looks inside. It's full of money. And Johnny's now my friend.
That's how me and Johnny met, actually.
I mean, that's exactly right. And it's not traceable. If you're going to do money laundering, why would you do it on chain? So Ukraine sends the money to FTX. FTX sends it to Alameda. Alameda sends it to a shell company owned by SBF. And then he sends it to the Democratic Party. Are you freaking kidding me? On chain?
Can't make this stuff up.
You can't make that stuff up. That is money laundering. If you go to the picture of money laundering, that is it. So when Elizabeth Warren talks about it's used by money launderers, I'm like, yeah, by you. I have nothing against these guys. I really don't. And I don't really want to pick a fight with them.
No.
It does bother me, though, that they keep consolidating the wealth at the top, right? We have the highest wealth and income inequality in the history of mankind. And they appease the masses by saying, oh, we're going to give you UBI, or we're going to give you, free handouts. And like, but this is wrong. I mean, it's wrong that a regulatory body waits for a member of the club to want to get in the game and then grants them approval. Now, they haven't been approved yet, but mark my words, they will get approved. And everyone said, well, why is that bad? I'm like, well, technically, it's not, because it opens the floodgates for greater adoption, right? The top of the show, or the top line at the top of the page here. And that's good. That is good. The fact is, it won't be evenly distributed.
While there is little evidence to suggest that BlackRock and other Wall Street giants applying for a spot Bitcoin ETF will not receive approval from the SEC, the real question lies in what their next steps will be after securing a place in the crypto industry. In a Twitter thread, renowned author Safety and Amuse raises concerns about the lack of transparency from these firms and poses several possibilities. Will they buy a substantial amount of Bitcoin? Will they hypothecate their coins and divert demand to fake Bitcoin? Will they attempt to alter Bitcoin itself? Amuse emphasizes that regardless of their actions, holding your own keys and running a node ensures control. In a subsequent tweet, Amuse highlights the limited supply of 21 million Bitcoin, urging people to stay solvent, stack sats, and secure their holdings, regardless of BlackRock's moves. They assert that if BlackRock diverts demand to fake or rehypothecated Bitcoin, individuals can continue to accumulate cheaper sats until the Ponzi scheme collapses. Amuse questions whether BlackRock might employ their ESG scam to manipulate Bitcoin by introducing inflation or green mining scams at the protocol level. However, they reassure that running your own node will grant you the Bitcoin you desire, while any new fork created can be sold for real Bitcoin. Share your thoughts on Mark Yusko's interview and the reactions to BlackRock's spot Bitcoin ETF application. Do you believe this will alter the growth trajectory of the digital assets industry? Please provide your comments and observations in the comment section below. For more Daily Dose Crypto news, check out these two awesome videos on your screen. Click now and we will see you on the next video.